Hey girl, you know you drive me crazy. One look puts a rhythm in my hand. She'll never understand why you hang around. I see what's going down. Cover up, put makeup in the mirror. Tell yourself it's never gonna happen again. You cry alone, but then he swears he loves you. Do you feel like a man when you push her around? Do you feel better now? Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve Omi Earth 2 update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And before we get started, everyone should check out Star Helix, Wendy Stibalis, Kyle Willson, and Golden Assets on the YouTube. And also check out at Not Star Helix, at Hey David Don, and at EQ_crypto on the Twitter. They are pretty cool peeps. So, oh god, my body. Before we get with the Earth 2 stuff, we do have a couple of, or before we get with the Omi and Veve stuff, we have a couple of Earth 2 things to go to. I have noticed since Essence and since we bought the drone video game, I've been actually getting a lot more questions about Earth 2 on my Facebook, on the Twitter, on the Instagram, pretty much everywhere that I have social media. And what I've been noticing is that it's not people anymore asking like what it is. It's almost like they don't even, they're just like, hey, how do I get into it? What's the best places to buy? Which is, I don't know if that's an issue, but because I'll tell them the best places or the ones that I think will probably do really well, even at tier 2, like South Korea, Antarctica, random places in the US. But for the tier 1 stuff, that's really where you want to go. But people don't want to seem to buy the tier 1 prices. The tier 1 prices, yeah, they're expensive, but that's how you get the essence. That's how you get, the jewels. That's how you get a lot of benefits. So when people go and say they want to get in, but they only want to spend tier 2 prices, that's fine. You'll be able to, increase your net worth, and that'll do really well as far as net worth goes. But they also want essence, and the essence, well, the only way to get it is by some tier 1 tiles with mentors and that. So I'm really curious to see how this plays out in the future, to see, is it worth it more to pay those tier 1 tile prices just to get the essence, or is it like, hey, you know what, this tier 2 tiles, they'll increase anyway. So I'm really curious to see how that plays out. I obviously have a bunch of both. I also mentioned it yesterday in the big collective chat that I had with Doctor Strange. That was pretty fun. I think Biscuits is going on there as well. So for Omi and Veve news, Veve I have 116.4 million Omi. I'm getting another 50,000 Omi today. Is it a crazy amount? No, but that's all I have. So I will have 116.45 million, hopefully by the end of today. The comic is the subject of a lot of controversy right now. There are some people that think it's going to the moon just because of scarcity. There are other people that say like, hey, look at Hitmonkey, look at Kang, and look at Thor. Those comics were up here because of this perceived scarcity, and now they're down here. That being said, I love all of those comics. I think Kang will do really well just because he's the next big bad of the MCU. I think Thor, where you have Beta Ray Bill on there, will do well because he hasn't really been introduced as a character yet. I know him because I like the comics. Well, he was technically seen in Thor Ragnarok, so Thor 3, because when they show the previous champions, he's actually on there. He was a previous champion of that world. But he'll have his actual major character introduction in either Thor 4 or Guardians 3. I'm not sure which one. So I do like that, and I like Hitmonkey for a bunch of different reasons. Now, that being said, if I had an extra, like $8,000 or $10,000, would I get a secret rare Hitmonkey, a secret rare Thor Beta Ray Bill, and a secret rare Kang? Would I get all those, or would I get a second Fantastic Four #1 and a second Fantastic Four #5? I'd probably do the latter. I'd probably get the second Fantastic Four #1, second Fantastic Four #5, even though I do love those other comics. The reason why I would do that is just because look at what is selling in real life and look at what is not. Now, again, this is all kind of secondhand information that I learned from Comics and Crypto and Sleeping Comics. So these are not really my ideas. These are really more of what they're doing. And they're in the comic world and what I am in the Pokemon world. So, if I'm going to listen to someone, I'm probably going to listen to them. Um, but again, I'm going to go for this comic. As far as the common through the secret rare, the commons, I won't do it right now because I don't have the gems, but I could see these going for $1,000. Um, maybe a little less because the commons are, you have more of these commons than you have a lot of secret rares. So I would say maybe they do go for several hundred. Either way, I'm going to get a common because I get every single common. But with 36 secret rare, that is by far the rarest anything that we've had in this at all. So with the exception of the 7 golden the bond golden tickets, I don't know what they would do. I don't think those have ever sold. If they did, so I'm very thankful that when I offered someone $50,000 for it, or $50,000 worth of Omi, that they did not take it. That they were too greedy and they're like, no, I can get 6 figures for this. Maybe you could, but nobody's paid for it so far that I know of. So I'm very thankful that I did not get that. I do think that'll be worth a lot in the future, but right now, nobody seems to be willing to pay for it. But for this secret rare, minimum 10 grand. Now what it should sell for and what it actually sells for, I don't know. There might be one person out there out of the thousands of people or tens of thousands of people that are on this app that maybe don't have Twitter and are saying like, you know what? Oh, hey, here's a comic drop. Like, let's say they have no social media. They just hear about this from a friend. It's a buddy of theirs. They told them download the Veve app and they don't really have Twitter or Instagram or whatever. And it's like, oh, okay, well, now it's my daily thing. I'm going to go at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to try for the drop. And then let's say they get it. And then let's say they have secret rare. These have been going for, a couple hundred, dollars, some couple thousand. I'll put it up for like 5K, see what happens. And then they do, and someone gets it for 5K, just because they don't know how rare it is. Or you could just have someone just make a mistake, be like, all right, someone from Europe, be like, oh, let me put this for for $1, for $16.30, as opposed to $16,000 like they want to. That does happen every now and then. So we shall see. What I would pay for it if I had the money. This is more of a flex. It would not be for massive collector points or anything. I would be like, well, I think 10K is what I would pay for the secret rare. Will other people pay more? Yeah, probably, especially for like crazy low or high mint numbers. If they, like number 1,000 would probably be worth a lot. Number 100 would be worth a lot, and probably number 252. 1,000 because there's only 1,000 made. 100 because Akomi is keeping the first 99, so someone will get 100, whether it's a rare, uncommon, whatever. And number 252 because that's the issue. So I could see those having a hefty premium as well. I'll get to comments. I've been battling on for a while. I got Zachar saying, first, getting this drop, this bread, that's cheddar. Zachar says, I'm about to F this chicken, as the saying goes. What saying is that? I'm about to F this chicken. I do remember those like rubber chickens that you squeeze it and they go, ah, ah, and somebody made like a Pokemon theme song. I think that was actually Mission Impossible that I was doing, but it's the battle theme from Pokemon that they were doing. And then someone acts like he's boinking the chicken, going, ah, 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 and then he like flips the chicken over. I was like, what is this? What am I watching? But it was on Facebook. Like, it wasn't censored at all. Anyway, Omi Player 1, good morning. Anthony Rodriguez says, I could only imagine the prices when the market opens. Yeah. I don't know how many. Let me go to the Twitter and let me see actually how many commons there are, because I do forget. But let's take a look-see at the. Come on. No, that's wrong English. Okay. So this is. So there's 425 commons. So I would say there are some secret rare comics that go for like $400. So I would say that this could maybe get at the lowest, like 500-700, but this is a Spider-Man comic. Um, and not to say that every Spider-Man comic is great. They're and I think in the '90s they were doing like 4 runs at once, which is insane. When they started the Ben Reilly thing, or restarted it, I should say. But I don't know. There's so few of them. I'm really curious. I would say $1,000. Like if that was the floor, I would, and I had the money, I would buy it. That is, I think that is fair. Now, if I can get it for a steal, if I can get it for like 400 gems, I'm getting that right now. But I do not have the gems for 1,000. Milos Alexandru says, "What do you think about the price prediction for Omi in 2022 being made by Hello K?" He said, "If all goes well, a max of 2 cents." I didn't hear him say that, so I'm gonna guess he was trolling by saying a max of 2 cents if all goes well. I'm pretty sure he was trolling. Zach R says, "I've been having much better success recently, just using cell service here in Dallas instead of Wi-Fi." Get it, YOLO. Keep using that cell then, like significantly better, and then keep it up. Zach R says, "It's like I'm plugged right into the interwebs instead of using an intermediary." I say go for it then. I say YOLO. I wonder if I could. I mean, I'm not going to risk it on this one. Oh, maybe I got that. I got pretty full bars. They're not 100% full, but they're pretty close to being full. And as you can tell, a fudge ton of notifications. Shoot, also guy. Thomas M says, "Been in the app since May and have yet to land a secret rare from a drop. Today is your day, Thomas M." Well, you got Zach R saying, "Thomas, been here since March and have never done it." Oh, Mr. Pags said the other day he's never done it either. So there's loads of people that have not. Zach R says, "But I did get the good Mickey from the other day, which isn't secret rare, but it might as well be." Yeah, that's a very good for you, mate. Good for you. 100xing your money. Maybe not that much, maybe like 90, because it's I think it was like 4,500 now for those. Stanley Mikasa says, "Anyone using 5G UW over Wi-Fi?" I don't know what UW is, but yeah, a bunch of people I guess are using 5G. I'm doing the Wi-Fi though. Zach R says, "Imagine if they had these super rare comic drops on the 4 days they don't have any drops. Fill in the days. These drops are super exciting." I think they would maybe only be able to do that for a certain amount of time, just because they're going to have so many drops next year. I mean, we've caught glimpses of it before in Disney Week at the end of Halloween, and then the 12 days of Christmas. Having drops every day, and I think those are kind of tests. So like, okay, let's do it. And I do believe that because we're ending the year tomorrow with the breakfast cereal mascot painting thing, and then we also have I think we're probably not going to have anything New Year's Day, but I am very curious to see what we open with. I really want to know what we're going to kick off the new year with. I'm pretty excited for that. And Zakar says I only have 4G. Gotcha. Lucky Scush says, or Lucky's Kush. That's great. Says, "Been buying Omi every day since October. Love this community." My man. Same. Thomas M says, "Nice pickup, Zach. I got reverse clock gated on the Mickey drop, so I missed out on that one. Damn." David Rose's mom says, "Good morning. Good morning, BRM." Thomas M says, "I did get an ultra rare Ghost Bear off that drop. That was definitely my best drop. Brendan Z would be proud. He loves those Ghost Bears." I have the whole set, and then I have a second common. B says, "Scarcity does not mean valuable." Agreed. That does not mean that it's hella popular. It just means it's scarce. Mark Garo says, "Thanks for the help yesterday. Top shelf, my brother. Thanks again for your awesomeness." No problem, homie. Zach R says, "David Rosen's mom, but favorite username ever." Yeah, man. He's I love that. Red Go says, "Hi Randy, what do you think about common that will be priced for? It's only 383. What do you think for the first few minutes?" Oh, the first few minutes, prices are gonna move. Like first few minutes when the market opens, it's always up here, and when they when that happens, I never buy as soon as the market opens anymore. I used to, because then I feel like, okay, always, no matter what it is, always comes down. No matter what the collectible is, no matter what the comic is, no matter the scarcity, it always comes down after all of them have been delivered. So I mean, for this one, it is so scarce. I don't even know. Um, I mean, this is the secret rare is really only 5 times the amount of the um, only 5 times the amount of the James Bond ticket. And the James Bond ticket, we didn't see any on the market for a while. So it's very possible that out of the 36 that are there, we only see a couple on the market. So I'm very, very, very curious to see what they go for. Yeah. Moving on here. Da, da, da. Craig says the amount of people who will want to keep and hold this piece is greater than the mint numbers. Interesting to see the number of listings. Yeah, I think for the secret rare, we see. I think we see 5 to 7 listings. That seems like a lot, though. In total, maybe not at once. Maybe at once we see 3, but I think in total we'll see 5. And I want to see what issues they are as well. Yeah, so I think the sleeper one for this might be the uncommon, or the rare, or because they have different artworks for the rare and ultra rare. Extreme limited edition. Yeah, so I think the rare is probably going to be the sleeper, because the ultra rare, people are like, oh, if I can't get the secret rare, I'll get the ultra rare. And actually, the ultra rare does look cooler. Yeah, the ultra rare looks much cooler than that. But I think the rare would be something, because I just think, it's an exclusive cover, and I just think it will be. That being said, am I going to try to go for it? Probably not. B says 1400 secret rare Green Goblin is most valuable NFT. 1400, like the issue number 1400. What do they list it at? I'm curious. David Rosenbaum says, haha, thanks. Zach R says, I remember over the summer when Randy was like, pretty sure David Rosenbaum is actually a dude. And he's like, yep. Red Ghost says, and what's the best of them to flip rare, ultra rare? Oh God. You mean to buy off the market and then flip? Probably the rare, ultra rare, or I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I have zero idea. B says the only way any will be on the market is because of bot hacks getting a hold. No one will sell these in the comic collector crowd. I guarantee you, if Sleepin' Comics or Crypto and Comics get one of these, they sell it immediately so that they can get a Grail or another Grail. I would bet a lot of Omi on that. Great, thanks to the $5 super chat saying, I have this comic in real life. Curious if it will bump in value as well. Apparently the secret rare, apparently the Hitmonkey actual comics, those have increased. Those have increased in value because of what these were. Like the secret rare Hitmonkeys were at like $15,000 at one point. It was ridiculous. I feel so bad for anyone that paid that much for it. Now there was one this morning for like $2,000. And I don't have the whole set yet. I have the rare, the common. I think I might have an uncommon as well. So I do want that whole set. Not because I think that it'll 100x one day. I like it because I like Hitmonkey. But I am really curious. I think this. Oh, man. Well, also Hitmonkey had the show, and it has a potential to be in the MCU at some point as well. So Pet Avengers. Well, he's a little too dark for the Pet Avengers. But he could definitely be on. I could see him being in a movie like Howard the Duck, because Howard the Duck is badass. Like, he's got a machine gun. He knows Duck Fu. So I could see maybe not on the Avengers, but I could see him just being in a big battle, like a Secret Wars battle, like they did with Infinity War and Endgame, and all that. I could really picture that. Because he is part of S.H.I.E.L.D. at some point. But yeah, this one I would I don't know what it'll cause for the bump in value for the physical comic. I'd be very curious for that. B says, nothing will be on sale if this is a fair drop with no bots. I mean, Reese said yesterday we have 3 million downloads and 1.5 million monthly active users, and Noah said we have 100,000 people going for this, so most likely none of us are going to get it, and it's not because of bots. It's because we have a lot of people. George Adams says, hello, bro. Good luck, homie fam. You too. Zach R says, boinking might be my favorite phrase ever. Name that movie we were all introduced to boinking. Oh, I don't know. It's just been part of my vernacular for so long. I think it was used so ubiquitously at one point that we just we all accepted it as our like, instead of we all say heckin', we all say ow, no, sorry, that shoulder. We all just say different words, and I feel like that one was just used so much that we have. I forget where it was from. Milos Alexander says he said that in his last video. Yeah, so if he said that if Hello K said his last video, then I think he's just being super conservative, or he's trolling, because that's there's no way. Justin said, I will forever regret not grabbing that ultra rare Mickey for 410 gems. I remember seeing a Marvel #1 secret rare for 1400. I was like, I'll see if it comes down to 900. It didn't. It didn't. Ray Texas road trip. Oh, okay, all right. Road trip. Oh wait, road trip. Is that the one where this one kid has cancer and they all try to break into like George Lucas's house to see Star Wars? Is that? I gotta Google this. Road trip movie. Is that the? Wait. No, that's a different one. Epic road trip from Ithaca, New York, Austin. Against time to save their friend's relationship. The only takes a girl to a fraternity party and films their raunchy antics. Oh no. Oh my God, VCR. That's so great. They have a VCR. I don't know what the one was. What movie am I thinking of? Where movie, Star Wars, cancer. I don't know if that's gonna... Fanboys! That was the movie that I was thinking of. But they were on a road trip, so it makes sense. Don't at me. Or what else we got going here? Olivia's Alley Boy says, Ultra Rare Mickey was 410 is like seeing a Todd for $100 or whatever, and thinking, I don't know, yeah. Super Duper Hank says, what's up, Randy? Good luck to you, brother. You too, Super Duper Hank. Zach R says, it's road trip where the skinny guy gets with the cheetah print underwear. He says, I boinked her in the RV driving from Austin, Texas. Oh, nice. I gotta watch that. I'm sure I've watched that in the past, but it's been 20 years, so it's been a while. Ginfernos, good morning. Good luck, everyone. David Rose's mom says, at Zach R, it's gonna be a bloodbath. Red Go says, Randy, I got 2,400. What can you recommend of all this common race? Maybe ultra rare to flip. It's only 90, and maybe prices this time will go up because of the hype. What's the floor for you to buy for them? I would buy this not because I think it would moon, but because I like I collect all the commons. And if I could get it for $400, I'd get it. But it's probably not going to be $400. If the common is $400, I'll get it right now. I'll get it. If I'm lucky, if I'm lucky enough to get it, and it's a uncommon or a rare, like whatever it is, I'll take a look at the floor of the commons, and I'll just sell it for a bit above what that is, so I can net the difference and get the common for free, pretty much. Yeah, I'm not going to be too greedy with it. But I might want to wait for things to settle down first. I don't know. Maybe if I do get an uncommon or above, I might keep it and then get the common again anyway. But for these, again, this is such a wild card. Because it doesn't matter that 99.9% of people would not have this comic. It doesn't matter that if people like me or Sleeping or whatever, there's like, hey, I got a secret rare, I'm going to sell this real quick, 5 figures or 20,000, whatever it is. just to get other things. It doesn't matter because with so few mints, there is going to be people that are going to want it. And, not all of them are going to be on the market. Some people are going to be like, we'll hold it, see where it goes. Some people are really flush with gems. Some people like, Mr. Pags or Dr. Profit or like Predict or whatever, they don't need the money. They don't need to be able to flip it for, however much. They have the, and those be like, I'll keep it. I'll just see where it goes, see what happens. If I could have sold it for 10 grand, then it goes down to like 5 grand. Okay, oh well, at least it's still 5 grand. But if I keep it and it goes from 10 grand to like 50 grand, then okay, that's a good deal. And then I'll sell it for that. So yeah, I even though most people like, again, if I get the secret rare, I'll sell it for, I know what I would do. I'd sell it for 10 grand and immediately would go to like 30 grand. I'd be like, well, no. I'd probably get some more Grail comic. I would get one more Fantastic Four #1, and then I would get some more Alligator Lokis probably. Yeah. If I sold it for 10 grand. If I could sell it for 30, or I'm sorry, 20, there's this Harley Quinn number 53, Stephen Pugh. It's the ultra rare Harley Quinn from the first set. That it's number 53 and it's for $30,000. That's literally not even double of what the floor, or I'm sorry, $20,000. It's not even double of what the floor is. The floor is like 11,000 and you can get a number 53 for 20,000. Like, there's a number 41 rare Groot for $1,000. Or is it $1,000? No, it's like $4,000. It's number 41 rare Groot for $4,000 or 4,100, and that's the cheapest rare out of all of Marvel. Number 41. That's the cheapest one, and it's animated, and it's there's so many undervalued things right now. Oh yeah, just says Randy is sexiest as heck. I am the sexiest as heck. Oh, well, thank you, fam. And Raythak says he has this comic in real life and is curious what will bump in value. I hope. I don't know what grade you have it in, but I think the 9.8 or the 9.9 sells for like 4 or 5 grand, give or take. So I'd hope this increases it a bit. Not that you'd sell, or if you do sell, good for you. But yeah, I'm curious to see how that works as well. Jose Valdez says Hello K only price prediction is 2 cents next year if all goes well. I gotta have him on the podcast, man. I gotta see why he's thinking that. Zach R says nice, Rosen's mom, nice. And Ray thanks that $5 super chat saying road trip, answering that question. And I really gotta watch that. Maybe I'll watch that later on tonight. Ginferno says completed the Groot set yesterday. Bought the rare 6,665 for 10 gem or 110 gems. Last I checked, the floor already raised from there. Yeah, probably. What we got here? Oh my God, we got 2 minutes. Oh my God, you guys were not going to tell me that we had 2 minutes. All right, I'm no longer mining pie. I'm no longer. What the fudge, guys? This is like the rarest drop in history. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, well, first I'm gonna make sure in the Play Store that there's no update. But there was an update the other day, so by all means, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to that. And for those of you that are new here, and take a look at that drop button. We got 1 minute, 8 seconds left. When that hits 0, if you hit this while that says 0, it'll appear like that, and you won't have enough time. I mean, I guess you could, but I don't do it that way. I wait until that says 0, and then I start lowering my finger, and then I count a second, and then once it says buy now, bam, that's when I do it. So again, that's just me. That is not financial advice, that's just what I do. And I'm usually pretty good at drops. Now this one might not be too good at the drop because there's 900 one of these. So y'all know me, so same old G. Would have been low key. Now, you guys know me. I don't use bots. I literally just use. Like, remember when Trunks takes out his sword and Goku puts, I use one finger. Granted, it's usually a thumb, but that is what happens. All right. Go on, Dashi. Give us the luck, Dashi. Give us the luck. Let's get that bread. 4, 3, 2, Oh, all additions have been allocated to other users. You know what? I'm gonna go for the rebound. I don't think there'll be a rebound, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna just be here for 2 minutes, and I'm going to 100% try for this thing here. And I still get the attempting to secure an order reservation. Right. Now we in September. Jeez, we'll remember. Wait till we on the immutable. The paper hand say might just ruin you. Think what this money can do for you. Dude, Non-Funded Wonderful, just his music just slaps so hard. And I get it. I should wait until the 2 minute mark before I go and try to do the rebound. But you know what? I am just not. All right, I'll wait this 1 30-second thing here. Jafar says completely. Oh yeah, there just says wasn't that movie called Nerds? No, it's called Fanboys. Or maybe it was. Maybe it was called Nerds, and then it they changed it, and we have like this Mandela effect theory. Attempting to secure an order reservation. Come on, come on, come on, come on now, touch me, babe. Okay, oh. That was close, man. That was close. I don't know how much time I have, but I am going to try until 11:02. And then once that... Nope. Nope. It did not work. It did not work. Oh well, rip. Yeah, maybe we're in that Mandela effect situation where it was called Nerds and somebody remembers it being called Nerds, but now it's called Fanboys. Oh, glitch in the Matrix. Wendy, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Brandy says good morning and good luck. Doesn't say sexist. How was anything I said sexist? Jinferno says 2 minutes to the drop. Derek Brad says good morning. Justin says no shot. Wes says I got one JK. Zachar says damn, no luck. Obadiah Gold Shekels Denovitz says are rebounds ever 2 minutes or 4 minutes? They have been both. I remember a bunch of people getting both 2, 4, 6, 8. Somebody I got a comic the other day at like 16 minutes. They just don't give up, man. They just don't give up. What else we got? Fried Food Rock says, is it me or are all the Groot and Deadpool items way undervalued? I think that secret rare Deadpool, if that dips below 1,000, that's idiotic. That's idiotic if that dips below 1,000. Lucy says L. Wes says Groot's definitely not undervalued. I think the rares are. Lord of the Realms says didn't even bother for this drop, had no chance. You gotta try, man. You gotta try. All right, I'm gonna try again for this rebound at 11:04. Dude, could you imagine? Could y'all imagine? Oh, God, hiccups. I don't know how much time I have until the... Damn it, it was 11:04 and I hecked up. I hecked up hard. Oh well, life goes on. In 100 years, we'll all be dead. Moving on, Shaw. Lord of the Realms says Deadpool should be way more. Yeah, I agree. But again, I love them. Kids love them. Which I don't know if kids should really be watching his movies, but they do. They did make a PG Deadpool movie or a PG-13 one that wasn't R, and they made it not R. But it was apparently it was still good. Apparently it was still fun. Sorry. I when I go to try to X out of some, like, get rid of messages, another message will come down and it'll accidentally throw out the message that I want. It's rough, man. It's rough. and it's normally Brock McBlockchain. Okay. I think that Marvel Secret Rares should not be below $1,000, and it might be, some of them might be right now, like Storm, or she was before somebody bought up like 20 of her. And Secret Rare Alligator Loki, every now and then that dips below 1,000. And I don't know how Deadpool is, but that will not be the reality when Omi moons and we have Omi to NFT. Honestly, even if nobody else does it, partly because of me. And I distinctly remember this in Pokemon. I know I say this a lot. I should get a shirt that says I've seen this before. Is that people were going and they were completely misundervaluing these cards. Like first edition base set, whether it was like Caterpie or Rattata or whatever. Well, Caterpie always went for a premium because it was hard to grade, but Rattata, Machop, first edition base set that you can get for like $20. That's moronic. Or Adam Awesomeface saying, "Hey, what up, Adam Awesomeface? How's it going? Hey, actually, Adam Awesomeface, you have triggered a Patreon member shout out. Hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend. No way, I think you need a new one. Hey, you, I could be your girlfriend. Damn. She's like, so whatever, you can do so much better. I think we should get together now. And like what everyone's talking about. Hey, you. All right, Adam Allspace definitely just blocked me. But I hope you're doing well, Adam Allspace. Thank you so much for that $50 super chat. That means the world to me. Kibble for Dashy for the month. Should not really feed Dashy kibble. Should probably be just meats, like actual like meats. I should like look up how to cook and everything. Although you can probably get raw hamburger meat. Anyway, forget what I was going on about before. Oh yeah, so I've seen this before in Pokemon, where people were taking some WotC, some first edition holographic PSA 9s for like $20. Like that is pretty much the amount that you need just to grade the card. Let's say back in the day you could get a bulk deal, send out 50 of them for like $7 a card, and for $7 a card, you have to pay for shipping to send them all there. You have to wait, like back in the day you only had to wait like 5 or 6 months. Now you have to wait over a year. You can meet a girl, fall in love, get married in like a year, and still be waiting for your cards. It's ridiculous. Anyway, and then they were selling them for literally like $20, or they would go on auction and they would only sell for like just for a little bit more than what the cost was to grade them. Like these are first edition Wizards of the Coast Hollows PSA 9. That's a mint card. So I was buying all of them. I was buying every single one that I could because I knew they were undervalued. When Omi moons and I have money, I really hope that everybody else, because they're used to these prices, they're used to like, oh, Secret Rare Deadpool, $1,000. Secret Rare Alligator Loki, Secret Rare Storm, $1,000. I really hope that everybody, because they're used to these prices, they just go for grails, which is fine. Like I'll go for grails too. Maybe I'll get a second, or maybe I'll get a third Riso, or I'll get a second ultra rare Harley Quinn. But these secret rares that are going for 1,000, yeah, that is stupid. That is idiotic. And there's a couple of people that also know that. That's why somebody swept the floor of Storm. But yeah, that should not be. And again, even if I'm the only one doing it, if when Omi moons and let's say we reach like 5 cents and I have like $6 million, if you think that I am not going to take 1%, like $60,000 of my money, and you think that I am not going to go absolutely sweep those floors, you're just lying to yourselves. Of course I am. Are you investing in Recur, says Tremple, a canvas to wear? No, like I don't have the pass for Recur, but I have heard that they had teased a 3D collectible, where their collectibles up to this point have just been pictures or JPEGs, and I'm not really interested in those. And again, maybe I should, because either way, like let's say if they have one of like Hello Kitty or Our Real Monsters, whatever, and let's say that is the first NFT of that, maybe I should get it. Maybe it is historic, but I think I've been spoiled by Veve, where I'm used to premium 3D digital collectibles, and I feel like if I go back to collecting JPEGs, I feel like it's almost going backwards. Like I feel like that's not, and there's a bunch of other projects that do not have JPEGs either. They have real stuff. Like the guy I have notifications on Twitter, Brock McBlockchain, the bread cat. He's got fiches, and that project is, I don't want to say, and I'm not trying to take a crap on Recur, not, but that is like, okay, those are NFTs, those are interactive, they swim, they can throw up if you overfeed them. Like how they brought Neopets, granted it's fiche, it's not a whole bunch of these monsters, but anyway, basically brought animated fiche that you can interact with and take care of, and you can change whatever's on in the TV. And from what I know, I don't know anything about the company. I don't know how many people he has working for him, but that is a very small company. That is a very small project, and they have 3D interactive NFTs. And Recur can't do, like, again, Recur is just getting its footing. Maybe this is their plan. Maybe their plan is like, all right, we're going to start, be like everybody else, just to get the masses on board. Hey, we have all these cool JPEGs, all these cool pictures of some of your favorite licenses, and then they go for 3D stuff. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're doing like a pump fake, I guess. I don't know. But that is my theory. But when Recur comes out and they say, oh, hey, we actually have a 3D Hello Kitty and we have 3D set of our real monsters, I will get those. So I will go and do that. When they have those, I will get them. I'm not getting them because, oh, they're the first ones, they're going to moon. Although there is a good possibility of that. The first set of our real monsters, like we all love that as kids. I would totally get that. And I could see that increasing, but I'm not getting that because it's going to increase. I'm going to get that because I love those characters. Yeah. So that is why I'm not investing. Like, I didn't get a pass. I'm not going to get a pass, but I will buy some of the collectibles. And Adam Wassface, thank you for that $50 super chat saying hey. Reminds me of a episode of BoJack Horseman where they have this excuse me, where they have this BoJack goes to like Mexico or something, and he's talking to like his friend's daughter, and she says like, yeah, what's been going on in school? It's like, oh, I've been talking to this guy like Jamie or whatever, and he says, hey, and I'm like, hey, and he's like, what was the homework? And then I tell him, and that was it. And it just kids are weird, but it's like, hey. Lord of the Realm says, can't believe we're at 1.5 million active users now. I never imagined this fast of growth back when I joined in February. We only had 5,000 users then. Makes me more confident in this company. Dude, in Voices of Veve yesterday, where I was on the panel with, it was Wendy's channel, where Reese was there, and a lot of people were there, a lot of YouTubers. And actually, Kyle Willson was there. He was there. He's a cool guy. They had showed a picture of when Veve had 15,000 downloads. Hey, congrats! We got 15,000 downloads. Like, and that was this year. That wasn't like years ago at the beginning of that. That was, oh God, man, this is just 1 year. I'm telling you guys. I think 20 million users is not outside the realm of possibility. And I don't just mean downloads. I think we have 30 million downloads. But I think that the monthly active users, and that's not to say that they participate in every drop. Monthly active users is just if they log onto the app 3 times per month. So out of our 1.5 million monthly active users, let's say that half of them are even if a tenth of them are participating in every drop, and that are actively spending gems, it's still 150,000 people just going at it. When is this? I don't think this market's going to open for a while. Oh, hey, I still have the buy now button. Let's try this rebound. I still have it. Yeah, it's definitely not happening. Oh, yeah, all right. So I'm going to X out. I'm going to be really curious to see where where the when the market would open. Nope, not open yet. But let's see how many of these are delivered. Oh, I guess they were all delivered. Yes, they were. They were all delivered. So I'll check back every couple minutes to see the marketplace, see if it's open. Ginferno says, "Do you know how much it costs to get into Fiche, or is there how-to video on them? I still have some of my Real Monster toys. That was a neat show, dude. That was a great show. I remember one episode it was a Rugrats Halloween episode, and they opened the door and Real Monsters were in there. I was like, this is the most amazing crossover ever! It was so good. I really wish they would have interacted more. Like that's just so cool when they do that. But how much it is for Fiche, I actually don't know. I told him, I had a conversation with him once, and he said that he would take Omi for it. It does if it's too confusing to like take Ethereum and then pay for gas fees. He said he would take Omi, and I will get some at one point, just because I feel like that's a de-stressor. Just be like, okay, let me watch my fish. Let me watch it swim. I feel like just seeing it. I don't know. I don't have any. I mean, girlfriend has pets, but I don't have like fish. I think fish are pretty cool. Eat out of your hand. They have personality. They cool. They chill. Alex A says, you can't buy Recur collectibles without a pass. You need a pass. Well, can I buy it from somebody else that has one already? And if I mean, at some point, if they have really cool ones, I guess I'll buy the pass and get it, or I could buy from somebody that already has it and they could transfer it to, I guess, MetaMask or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Derek Brad says 20 million users this year. Wow, no, not this year. Next year. I think we'll get that. Adam also says, do you remember when people trick or treated at McDonald's and it was streamed on Nickelodeon where you could run digitally door to door and Real Monsters were behind the doors? I do not. I am trying to think right now. I do remember people being able to trick or treat at places, at businesses. But I don't remember it was streamed on Nickelodeon where you could run digitally door to door and Real Monsters were behind the doors. If it was streamed on Nickelodeon, that had to be, I feel like I would remember that. When I was a kid, that's all I did was watch TV. And it wasn't like I took a break for a while. I remember doing that. I remember watching TV until I was like in my teens. I was like 14 years old. Timmy was an average kid. No one understands. Like I was, watching reruns of Fairly Odd Parents. I was watching, so I feel like I would remember. I don't know why. Why don't I remember that? Maybe it was only in certain states, and maybe it wasn't like a national thing. Maybe they only did it in like Florida or a state that I wasn't in. I was in New York. Maybe they did it in like the Midwest, like Ohio or Indiana or something like that. That'd be no, I don't remember that. Lord of the Realms says 2022 will be Veve's breakout year. This last year was all just preparation and building. It's going to be a life-changing year for all of us involved. Oh, dude, 100%. I'm ready. I've been waiting, and I am ready. I'm ready for Omi to Moon. I feel like Michael Scott was like, I'm ready to be hurt again. I'm obviously not being hurt. Am I SpongeBob in almost any of the early episodes? Because I'm ready. I want those boots. Adam Awesomeface says, P.S. I'm a dinosaur. Adam Awesomeface is a dinosaur. Is that a reference? It's I don't know what. I don't know what his. Is that Elon Musk in his profile picture? I don't know who that is, or is that what he looks like? I don't know. If Adam Awesomeface, you're really a dinosaur, I feel like your profile picture would be a dinosaur, and depending on what dinosaur you were, if you were a T-Rex, we wouldn't actually see your T-Rex because they can't take selfies because they're, little arms. Aaron Knight says, from what I understand, you won't need a pass to buy Recur NFTs. The passes, 2 levels of them, will offer you extra privileges. So I'm curious to see I feel like I say that a lot. I want to know what the levels are for recur, and if level one differences between level 1 and level 2. Um, I really want to know what perks you get. I'm very so interested now. Adam Ozenface says, "I'm old. It's called Nick or Treat." Well, say, I mean, I don't know how old you are, but even if you were, let's say, like 60 years old or a dinosaur, like if you are, if you're a boomer, they still wouldn't have had that in the 80s because Our Real Monsters wasn't a thing until the 90s. So Nick or Treat. Remember Nick at Night? All right, so oh, okay, it's a Halloween block on Nickelodeon that aired every Halloween from 1985 to 2002. So I guess it was on before. Maybe that's how Real Monsters became a thing. They were saying like, oh, people really liked the monsters that you showed behind the doors in the 80s. So it took them a few years and they developed a show. All right, Nick or Treat, Our Real Monsters. The Switching Hour. This is so interesting. Inside one of the houses would be 4 of the Real Monsters saying that they don't have any prizes for the contestant. Oh, that is so cool. I'm gonna. Yeah, it was Nick or Treat. But which years? 2002. The first event when it was spent. Oh my God! People be going. Oh my. Nickelodeon gave away such amazing stuff back in the day. All right. Joe M says take screenshots if you see one person with multiple comics. You know they have a bot. Adam says probably will get banned for sharing links. That's a good point. It's a good point. No sharing links. Well, let's take a look at the market here. Start collecting. Market's still not open yet, but that is fine. That is fine. So yeah, I won't share the links. But maybe I can play it on YouTube. Nick or Treat. Real Monsters. Maybe it's on here, and I could show it for you guys. No, not Our Real Monsters Halloween. That was different. No, they don't have any of the streams on here. They just say new season of Our Real Monsters. I'm gonna try to find this at some point, and I'm gonna try to play it for y'all. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that bots aren't a thing. I'm sure there's still a very, very small minority that still have them. But yeah, if somebody offers me like a bot for, even if it's for free, like why would I take my amazing account that I have with all these NFTs and risk using a bot so that they can like ban my account and freeze it? Like that's just idiotic. So again, the people that do that at your own peril. Do that at your own risk, because I'm not doing that. Like I've never done that. I would never do that. Even back in the day where people were like, oh, you can do Clockgate, you can do you can get bot. It's like I don't even want to say it was like a moral thing. I did it because I wanted to prove that I am faster than bots, that I'm faster than I don't need that. And for the most part, it's true. Obviously not today, but so there's 1,000 people that are faster than me. I'm gonna take them out. No, I just wouldn't risk it. But I do think bots are really not an issue. And if I'm able to go and find them on here and say like, oh, this person has multiple, in the market, then that's probably then you're probably right. But I also remember, I forget who it was, but somebody took a screenshot of someone saying like, hey, this person has X amount of these. I think they have a bot. And they said, no, this person all bought them in the marketplace. They bought them all and then started listing them all, trying to flip. So you can't really be mad at people for doing that. Some people have the gems, they sweep the floor. Jim Fan says, have you moved Omi from Trust Wallet to the Veve app? I will move when they do start doing that. When they do start saying, hey, move it onto exchanges, move it onto the app, and you'll be converted into layer 2, layer 1, that type of thing. But even with that, I will only move certain Omi, only a small amount to the Veve app so far, because I get it. The 2-factor authentication is good, and I have it for everything, and it's crazy passwords that are like 35 digits long, and they're all crazy characters. Um, so I'm sure it'd be fine, but there's no seed phrase for the app right now, so I don't know if I'd feel comfortable putting 116.4 million OMI on the app. I would probably put a couple million on the app just for when stuff moons. Like, okay, go get it. Maybe I'll put 2 million OMI on the app, and then I would sell maybe 4 million next year. Hopefully that's enough for taxes. I really need to know how much my taxes are first before that, and then I'll sell. Hopefully I can get an extension, and then I'll know how much to sell. But I haven't done that yet. I do have. I was watching Taps Trades his stream the other day, and on his stream on his app, he had 69 OMI in there, and I was so proud of him for getting 69 because it was like, hey, 69. But if I go to my wallet, I have one OMI in there. I don't think it was for. I didn't put it on there. I think it was just I have like if anyone wants to tip in OMI if they don't want Patreon or whatever, and the link down below is to tip in OMI, and so I think someone just sent me an OMI. Yeah, on 24 October, someone sent me an OMI. So thank y'all for that. And my opening balance on 27 February was it was nothing. But yeah, so I thought that was pretty interesting. So I actually do. I don't feel bad for. I wonder what people are doing because I haven't talked to them yet. I'm in 2 whale groups, and one of them has like 12 or so members in there, and I have the third least amount. Like there's 2 people that have less OMI than me. Everyone else in that group has hundreds of millions, and I think 1 or 2 people have billions or a billion or more, and they haven't said what they're doing yet with the OMI, like what they're, because again, like you don't want all of that in one place, and even if you break it up, like I'm paranoid. I break up mine into 6 trust wallets. I don't like if you have 500 million OMI. What do you have, like 5 trust wallets, 100 million OMI each? We have 50 trust. Like that's that's insane. That's bananas. Moody Sushi says, "Do you reckon there's a difference in the way you sell your OMI if it's on layer 2?" I don't think you can sell it if it's on the app. I think you'd have to. I think according to the article, you would have to convert it. You'd have to send it to an exchange and convert it that way. But no, if it's on an exchange, it's just on an exchange. I don't know what the pairings would be for. If you could buy, like, can you only buy it with USDT or USDC? Can you buy it with? I don't know what pairings it would have for it. Like, can you buy it with Bitcoin? Can you buy it with Ethereum? Can you buy it with? It should be you should be able to buy it with Ethereum, just because you have. It's on the same network. It's on the Ethereum blockchain. It's via Immutable X, but at least it's on there. So I would think you'd be able to buy it with Immutable X, Ethereum. I don't know what others would have, but that would be great for when we have OMI to NFT, and people with like 1,000 ETH, they could be like, yeah, I'll take 10 ETH and I'll buy some OMI and then just go crazy. Now, how many people will do that? I don't know. I think it'd probably be a small amount. I think the bigger thing would be when OMI moons. I don't think it would be when. I think the biggest catalyst for our NFTs will not be from them going to OpenSea. It will, and I don't think it'll be from people that are already there that have that much ETH. I think a good amount will be when people that have ETH are able to buy OMI, and then they can do OMI to NFT. So I think that is going to be a big one. But I think the biggest one is really just when OMI moons, and people like me can go on and just. Again, there's a lot of people that have a lot more OMI than I do, and if you take someone like that that's already got a bunch of money and they have, let's say, 100 million OMI, and suddenly it goes 5 cents, they have, oh hey, here's an extra $6 million. Let's say they take out 10% of that and they keep that. Okay, hey, you know what? I took out my initial investment. I'm going to let the rest ride, and I'm going to take another 10%, and I'm going to buy some NFTs with it. That's $600,000 right there that just floods into the app. So really, when Omi moons, I think it will be from already active users that are just going to be like, I'm in. That is my opinion. Patreon member shout out. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Sorry. I love Green Day. Lord of the Realms says, can't wait to buy land with all my coin. Dude, that's going to be the biggest thing that I buy. The biggest thing that I go to buy is going to be the land. If Omi's 5-6 cents by then, I'll put 10%. I'll put $500,000 into land. I do not. Why is the market not open? I have to go back like every 30 seconds now. I am so heckin' confused. Let's see here. We got Jeremy Pador. What's he saying? It was just a response to somebody else. Okay, Jeremy Pador asked a question. Is 200,000 Bitcoin possible for 2022? I don't think so. All right, so Jeremy says answer. It's as possible as 20,000 Bitcoin, meaning that it's on the very outer reaches of what's possible on the upside versus what's possible on the downside. More healthy, probably, for a slow, steady ascension versus a pump, shill, dump. Yeah, that makes sense. I definitely, 2022, as long as we're still in the bull run, we should reach $100,000 Bitcoin by that time, in my opinion, before the bear market. Okay, moving on here. David Davey says, it's 3:30 in the morning in Australia, and I'm watching you before I get some comments on the market. You rule, Randy. Thanks, David Davey. I am going to go, and I am going to... All right. See what we got in the market here, boys. Let's see. Let's get the bread, boys. And it's still closed. Okay. So the main net is almost here, and we'll be able to set up our wallet KYC coming soon. But in order to get the tokens that you have earned by having others join, they have to do the KYC in order to get the tokens earned by then unlocked. Wait, is that for Omi? I don't think that's for Omi. I think that's for something else. All right, moving on. Walt C says, how would you make a full-time income? Veve NFTs. Specifics, please. Okay. If it's just with the NFTs, what I could see, and again, if I had more gems, I would be able to do this right now. Because I saw a ultra rare Throg yesterday for $777, and it was a pretty low mint. It was sub 100, and I was like, that should be like 800. That should be probably almost $1,000, but you can get it for $777, and I was like, that's stupid undervalued. That storm yesterday went for that number 42 storm went for like $5,400. That is stupid undervalued. Stupid. Like anyone that's just moronic. That is absolutely moronic that went for that. I tried to get someone to buy it for me, and I was like, listen, I'll pay you when Omi moons, and like, nah, fam. I was like, damn. But that's what you can do. You can scour the market. Like I spend probably about half of my waking hours on the app, and I look for deals, and I find deals, and sometimes I flip, and sometimes I don't. The other thing that I was looking at is at some point renting the NFTs. Now, there are some that are going to be a lot more rentable than others. Being able to rent Eddie Riso, or being able to rent Harley Quinn, or being able to rent, well, maybe not a Todd, or maybe a Todd. There's a bunch of people. Again, there's one guy that has 150 Todds, and if he rents out 150 of them, at $1 a day, that's $150 a day, which again, Todd's I feel like would be able to rent out for a lot higher than that. Rent them out for like $1 an hour or something. If he's renting that out for $1 an hour, that's as much as my girlfriend makes, and she's a veterinarian. Like that's a lot. That's so you could definitely be able to rent. Like again, if you have 40 NFTs and you rent out 30 of them for $1 an hour, that's pretty good. That's pretty. And let's say you only do it for like 4 hours a day. Okay, well it's $120 a day. Depending on where you live, like that'll support me. $3,000 a month support me easy. I also do YouTube, so that's why. But I also don't have a lot of bills. I don't have like a car payment. I don't have rent's not crazy high. I mean, it is for the U.S., but in New York, it's not. And I got people renting out space on the fridge. Got some Patreon members. I think it depends on your lifestyle. If you live a lavish lifestyle, unless you have several hundred NFTs all being rented out, you're probably not going to be able to afford it. But if you live a pretty, I don't want to say meager, but if you live a well within your means, renting out 30 NFTs a day, that's very, very doable to live off that. At least for me, it would be. And I have a lot more than that. So renting NFTs, outside of flipping, renting NFTs is going to be the big one. Or in the future, renting out your land in the Veveverse as well. I could definitely picture that, renting that out. Add revenue also. Where were we? Oh God, where were we? Moody Sushi says, I'm wondering if you can sell limited accessories from the staking program as passive income. You might be able to. I don't think they would be for that much, because a lot of the things that you would get from that, they're really high mint. So you could probably sell them for like super cheap. But I don't know how much you would have to discount it in order to, and that would probably be a good thing for passive income, but that's probably a small amount for the limited accessories. Lord of the Realms is Green Day. Yeah, baby. Oh, let's see. Market. Let's go to the market. We'd better be open by now, 11:37. It's open! All right, comics. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. There's 2 secret rare going for 40,000 and 200,000. Those are not going to get bought. The commons going for 2,500. My heckin' goodness. Oh, there's one for 2,000. Okay, all right. Let's see the uncommon. I'm looking for the high ones, like a number 1,000, or a number like 100 or 252. Oh, there are 3 secret rare now. They're 40,000. So I'm gonna refresh these constantly. Okay, 1,900 now for number 931 for the common. Number 201. It's a nice low mint, but that's going for 50,000. All right, the uncommon. Let's see what we got here. 3,500 for that. And I would not get any of these right now. I would wait. Unless I see a number 100, a number 252, or a number 1,000. Again, I don't have the funds for these anyway, so I don't know why I'm acting like, oh, I would get this. Wow, the rare. That wall of 10,000 for the rare. I don't... Those are not going to sell. Not for the rare anyway. When you get an ultra rare, same thing, 10,000. Oh, hey, the secret rare now dropped to 35,000. All right, so at least at one time, all right, that 35,000 was either bought or it was taken off. So we have now, but there was 5 of the secret rares on at one point, which is about 1/7. Ooh, 3,500 for the common now. That price is going up. Damn. Which again, I would not pay that. I just wouldn't. I haven't seen any super high. The 201 is the lowest I've seen. Oh, 108. There's number 108 for 4,500, but it's an uncommon. And Yeah, so 108's the lowest I've seen so far. And 984 I think is the highest. And we got secret rare down to 30. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 secret rare on there now. And that one's 38,000. I don't know who's going to buy it, though. All right, the commons here. There's 24 commons now. And down to 2,700. But nothing is... Yeah, the lowest common seems to be 201. Lowest uncommon is 108 still for 4,800. And that's down to 3,500. So the rare we're looking at... Okay, so the rare went from 10,000 to 9,500. Ultra rare, 15,000. Jesus, that's... I really can't wait to see how many... As again, more are coming on. And the secret rare now we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of them. There's 7 on there right now at 38,000. I'm really looking for some of these commons. Let me know if you guys are getting any. A common at 3,800, I don't see where the 3,800... I just don't see the value in that. Because these are as rare or than... They're rarer than some of the secret rares, but they're not as rare. The commons are not as rare as like the Hitmonkey, the Thor, or the Kang. So I really don't see these as 2,000. I don't even see them as $2,000 for the common. You know. Man. Down to 36,000 for the secret rare. Yeah, so there's a good 7 of them on the secret rare, and nobody is... I don't think anyone's biting. I think maybe one of them got bought before for 40. I don't know if I do that. I think that person might feel really silly if that drops to like $10,000. If it drops to $10,000, I don't know if it will. I haven't seen a 252 yet. 522. Let's see, 245. Now it's down to 36,000. Okay, I'll see what the comments are saying, then I'll get back to it. Oh god, where was I? This would have been the drop to have a raffle system. I don't think the raffle system's ready yet, but yeah, it would have been. Lord of the Realm says, when Pokemon is finally on Veve, I would love it if they released the Squirtle Gang. Dude, Squirtle Squad, Squirtle Squad, Squirtle Squad! With the sunglasses. If they have sunglasses in the Veve store, I am going to put those sunglasses on my Squirtle. I do not care. Chris Larson says, what are your thoughts on Spidey Secret Rare? You think it hit 50k in 2022? Yes, absolutely. Synox says, don't worry, Dab, I'm in Australia also. Nice. Feed the big, says Payne. I love my Australian peeps. Oh, Moody Sushi says, Aussie here too. You guys are so great. I love you guys. Adam Awesomeface says, I think renting, designing showrooms, building out hot spots in the Veveverse, and hosting/producing events in the Veveverse will make you income. That's something I didn't go over as well. I absolutely love the artwork and the ambiance and the atmosphere of some of these showrooms. And I can't do that. I'm very creative in writing, but telling a story with those NFTs, I just can't do. I don't have that talent, but I want that talent. Well, how do you get that talent if you don't? Well, you buy it. You go to somebody that has done amazing things with showrooms, say, decorate my house. Here's all the Marvel characters. Here's the Avengers logo. Here's the Golden Iron Man. Go and make something really awesome with this house, and pay them $100 or pay them however long it takes. I would pay someone $20 an hour. It takes them 10 hours. Okay, $200. But maybe that's not enough. I don't know. And maybe I'd tip them really well if they did a really good job. And then I would do that, and I'm not the only one. I am not the only one that's going to do that. That's going to want to have their crib pimped out. I'm not. Or yeah, if you have design, if there are NFTs, if we're able to have spray paint Go and do whatever you want to my DeLorean. Pimp that out. Go to my Ecto One. Pimp it out. I'd love it. I'd love it if that were to happen. Spend so much money in there. I'm gonna spend so much. But yeah, Adam West's face is 100% correct. The hosting and the producing events in the Veveverse, that might take a while. The only reason that I think that maybe it doesn't have to, because it doesn't have to be an official VV event. If I have a big place and I have a stage and I say, okay, talent show, the winner gets $100 or however much owe me, whatever, and I could sell tickets to it. Hey, it's like one gem or one whatever, and the winner gets $100, and then or at least that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just I'm gonna have talent shows, whether it's singing, whether it's rapping, whether it's, I don't know how you can do magic in the VVverse, but impressions, whatever, something like that. I would do that. So other people can go in and they could just make money that way. Hey, do something, go collect whatever for me, or like I said, even if it could be like an Axie Infinity. If there's a Warring World, if there's a PvP. Hey, I want, and let's say your characters can get levels. Hey, you get an achievement for battling in 10 different battles, and I don't have time to do that. I will pay someone to do that. Be like, hey, go battle for me. Or maybe at that time I'd be like, we'd come to an agreement instead of renting it out. I'd be, yeah, I'll rent out as much as I could, but the ones that I don't rent out, like, hey, can you go battle for me? Just take it for free or something like that. I actually don't know if there'll be enough people to do that. But that'd be so interesting. I cannot wait for that. I would love to do that. If spend all day in there. Hey, however many battles, you get a point of experience, and I would just make one of my Eddie Riso Batmans just an absolute tank. I would just play that game 24/7. Play that game 24/7. So they would, and I know I'm getting a little past the thing here, but there's going to be a lot of ways to make money in the Veveverse. Moody Sushi says crypto greed / fear index is currently reading extreme fear in the crypto market. Perfect time to stock up on OMI right now. Heck yeah it is. What does Warren Buffett say? Be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy. Adam Austin Face says the market is open. We're at 33,000 for the secret rare. And we got 47 commons, and they're still at 3,500. Wow. I do not believe that is the right one. But let me go and I'll do lowest edition, or edition low to high. 120. Highest 578. Let's do that for the uncommon as well. Edition low to high. Lowest is 108 still. Highest is 838. Let's do the rare low to high. 155. Highest is 950. So a lot of the ones are going out the wayside. Edition low to high for the ultra rare, 109. And then 993. But I haven't seen 993. That's pretty close to the last one. I did not see a 252 yet. I have not seen one of those. Crazy, man. All right. Cloud Chat says common is on the market for 2,500. Yeah, it's 3,500 now, which is bananas. Justin says common is second to secret rare. Adam Wants Face says I'd rather buy 10x Marvel Comics #1s than the common at 1,500. Probably. See, the worry that I have with that is that I know a couple of people that have dozens of those each, if not hundreds, because people were buying them when they were like $3. Yeah, I know, bad times. I mean, good times, but I didn't capitalize on that. So I know people that probably have hundreds, and at any time they just like, dump. Again, not that the people that are smart enough to do that probably are smart enough to be like, hey, we probably shouldn't dump. I don't. Yeah, they're probably going to be one of the most sought after, and you're probably right. As far as making money, but for me, it's about the collecting thing, where And again, I wouldn't spend 1,500 on it. Maybe I'd spend 1,000. When Omi wins in the future. Like, all right, just to have the common, just because I want all of them. And again, that's an emotional thing. That's not a financial thing. That's just me being like, no, I want it. Give me back my roadie. Chris Gar says a lot of private accounts won, and a lot of people won collectible. Beginner's luck all the way today around. Congrats. Maybe it just might be the next best thing, but not quite me. All right. So now, damn, they're still at 3,400. People do be. Oof. Now maybe people just aren't listing it for under that, but low to high. No, 120. There's no 252. Low to high for the uncommon. Still 108. No 252. 32.5 for the secret rare. Ultra is 11.9. 109. There's no 252. 993 is still out there. The rare 950, no 250. Yeah, so I'd be waiting for this to go to. Honestly, I don't have more than $400, so I don't. Mr. Knowles Deep says, "What's a fair price for 2-ton Sam low mints?" I will tell you. 2-ton Sam low mints. All right, let's go to brands. And let's go to, you said 2-ton Sam low mints, right? Hang on. Let me try to find these. All right, Ron English. Here we go. Serial killers. Where's a 2-ton Sam? Okay. 2-ton Sam, we're looking at, if it's a common and it's $50, a sub 100 should be about $500 at the floor. So the only one that's close to that right now is number 94 at $599. So basically $600. But if you're going to spend $600, you might as well spend $682 and get number 53, because that is the lowest one out there outside of number 47. Number 47 is listed at $4,900. Now you have to realize that at number, which honestly, number 53 at $682 is really not a bad deal. The only reason why I think that is not good for flipping right now is because there's also one sub 100 that's $599. That's number 94. And then, the next leg up is number 54 at $750. So it's really only a, like a not even a $70. It's like a $68 difference. So it's not that much. But what's good about it is that it is like a sub 6. It's not like a 78 or 94 or whatever. It's number 53. It's not in the top 50, but it is close. And again, where's the cheaper option? Like for that one, if we compare that to, let's compare that to the common of the season 3. The common of season 3 is $44. So it should be about $450 for the floor for the sub 100. And wow, you could actually get number 93 for $293, which I think is pretty undervalued, because the next one is an extra $82. So you get number 85 at $375. But again, that's, if you're going to, I don't know, number 43 for $600. But again, it's the common. I don't particularly like a bunch of these. But if you're going to go for a common, serial killers, right now, that common smack, crack, and pot, number 43 for $599 is probably the best one so far. I'm going to take a look at the Fat Tony for you real quick. So the Fat Tony, $87. So figure $900 for the, oh my God. So you can get a number 89 for $384. So you can get a sub 100 Fat Tony for $384. That's going to be the best bang for your buck. considering and again, number 4, there's only 4 sub 100s, or I'm sorry, 5 sub 100s. Number 98 is 4,900. Nobody's going to buy that. 63 is 4,300. No one's going to buy that. Number 41 is 4K. Maybe someone might, just because they want the lowest one. But again, these aren't crazy popular characters, at least right now. Yeah, the number 89 at 384 for that one is probably going to be the best bet. But if you're soul set on the 2-ton Sam, and the floor of the sub 100 should be around 500, but there's none out there. The cheapest one is 599, or basically 600 at 94. I would just pay the extra $82 if you were going to get that, and get the 682, get number 53 at 682. That's what I would do if you just love that one, and it's like, hey, I got not only top 100, I got top 55, and I think that's not a bad deal. Yeah. B says, how does Hydra Slots have 3 commons for sale? Let me check on the market here. I'm on Amazing Spider-Man. Okay, here we go. Hydra Slots, I see you got number 538, selling for 3,800. Number 428, 3,900. And 534 at 4K. I imagine what he did was he just bought the floors. And I mean, by all means, if you want, take screenshots, send a message to Okomi or put in a ticket or whatever and say like, hey, you know what? I think this guy has a bot because he has 3 of them. If you want to do that, by all means. Oh, the hazy one. I know him. The hazy one has one selling for 3,500. I hope he... well, I should probably shoot him a message. Yeah, so that's probably what they did. They bought the floor, but if they didn't, yeah, by all means, message them. 32.4 for the secret rare. Do I have anything listed for sale at the moment? Moody Sushi, yes, I do. In my market, my listings are, I have the 3rd to last Ghost Bear listed for 300. I have the Storm Ultimate Animated, the secret rare, number 43, listed for 35K. That's more of a flex. I don't really see anyone buying that right now. You know, Lewis Morgan bought number 37. He spent 50 grand on a Todd McFarlane Batman, but it was number 37. So that, you know, it not only is it a Todd, but it is not even a sub 100, it's sub 40. So that, even though I wouldn't have done that, although Dr. Prophet said I was eyeing that one, but you beat me to it, maybe it is. So I don't see them saying, oh, I'll just spend $15,000 less and get a number 43. Now, number 42 is, I know the person who bought 42, and they are not going to sell. So the only one out there really would be a number 41 they'd have to wait for. But again, if you want the lowest secret rare, or at least the second lowest, then you would have to get that. And honestly, if somebody that like, hey, would you take 25 for it? I'd be like, if it's somebody that I knew or somebody that we had interacted before, I'd be like, okay. But if it's like a random person, be like, hey, this is too much, I'll give you 20 for it. No. And then I have a Deadpool, the 3rd to last Deadpool, ultra rare, that was minted, number 3,664. That's listed for 1,000. Those are the ones. Those are the only ones I have on the market right now. And we got. Oh wow, I missed one. Lord of the Realms says, I would love to pay someone to design my showroom. That will be a booming business in the Veveverse. I think so also. And you know, the cream rises to the top. So when somebody has a really, really good, you know, reputation, they'll be getting a lot of work. J15 Kovaya Robaya says, Hydra Slots had 4 commons and an uncommon listed for sale. Again, so if you are, so again, take photos, and if you want to send to a call, like, hey, this is a potential bot, by all means. Maybe the guy he was flush with gems and he bought the floors. Cloudcheck says, honestly, will the Spider-Man comic dip below 3,500? This is nuts. I honestly see it being worth more than that. The common? I mean, I just go by scarcity, and the amount of commons that were there are more than some of the secret rares that are out. And they're a little bit less than some of the secret than most of the secret rares have maybe 100 more mints. But that's the thing. A lot of these secret rares are going for like $500 right now. So I get it that these have less mints than those secret rares, but is it $2,000 or $3,000 worth more? I don't think so. Now for the secret rares, yeah, absolutely. By all means, if you want to pay 20, 30 grand for it, I wouldn't do that, but yeah, it is rare. It is a flex. Yeah, if I got a secret rare right now, I'd put it up for 25K. I'd put up right now. Oh god, I do have I do have something to get to. Give me 2 minutes. I do have to bounce. It was funny they'll be they did drop 1K just help identify all the bots. Oh, that's interesting. That'd be good. JFT said there's also a guy who had 2 different secret rare listed, but maybe he bought and relisted. That's possible. Gurpreet Sidhu says, how much is your Earth 2 portfolio worth? 30,000 maybe, give or take. Orion Muse says Deadpool is tanking. Maybe I could buy one cheap. What's going on? I don't know. Let me take a look at Deadpool real quick. And so I don't. When people say tanking, I don't think it means what some people think it means. When Deadpool goes from, okay, cancel. When Deadpool goes from 1,100 to 900, I would not consider that tanking. If Deadpool Secret Rare went from like 13, well, let's see what he is now. He's not. It's 1125. Went from 1,300 to 1125. That's not tanking at all. But people are probably they want gems. VVG TV says, did you grab a drop today? I did not. Real Talk says, the price is legendary. Akomi will be huge just witnessing the price action. Yes, it will. All right, everyone, check out Star Helix, Wendy Stibalis, Kyle Willson, Golden Assets on YouTube. Check out EQ_crypto at not Star Helix and at Hey David Don. Everyone say goodbye to Dashi. I got to go on a phone call. I love you guys. Thank you all for the super chats. I love you. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.